personal story segment tonight, as we mentioned in the Talking Points memo, it's never too late for Americans to improve themselves in the marketplace. Case in point, Hall of Fame pro football player Bobby Bell, who a few weeks ago achieved his college degree at the age of 74. I spoke to Mr. Bell a few days ago. So, Mr. Bell, 56 years, you go back to get your college degree. Why?
The reason I went back is because I promised my dad that if I went to the University of Minnesota, they gave me a scholarship, that I was going to get my degree up there. And I've been putting it off, Bill, for a long time. And for some reason last year I said, hey, I am going back to school.
So you left the University of Minnesota to play pro football. You were 13 credits short, I understand, of graduating.
I got drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, and I left there in like 1962. That's when I signed, but my last quarter was in 1963. So I was lacking some credit because I went and played for the Chiefs, played in some All-Star, visit around the country, you know. I went on Ed Sullivan's show, Johnny Carson's show and everything. So I needed to go back and finish it.
All right, and you did.
Because I promised it, yes.
Now tell me about your father. He was a guy who lived in the segregated South in North Carolina. He picked some cotton. He drove people around, white people. What was his attitude when you were growing up toward his country, America?
Well, the whole thing is that he taught me to love everybody. You got to love everybody, you know, and you treat people the way you want to be treated. And my dad, you know, never finished school, and I wanted to go off to school and view every opportunity that I had.
Now, your mom and dad stayed together. They raised you and your brothers and sisters in the house, intact house, but you didn't have any money. You were poor. Did your mom and dad tell you that, you know, African Americans had a very tough history? It really wasn't a fair society, particularly when they were children. Did they tell you that? What did they say about their country?
Well, they said that we African Americans, you know, is that we had our certain place. You know, we couldn't eat in the restaurant. We couldn't go to the bathroom. We had separate bathrooms. We had separate water fountains, you know. And that was one of the things my dad said. Just remember, son, just do the right thing. You know, one of these days, everything's going to change. You know, everything is possible.
Now, today, when you talk to younger people, younger black males, and you see in Chicago and Baltimore and other places, you know, the devastation.
You got to realize that everything is different in different parts of the country. I realized as soon as I went to Minnesota that things are different, because at that time, Bill, it was like 2% blacks up there. You got prejudices all over the country, you know. I went down that road. I just wish people could walk my trail. You know, I came from North Carolina, Bill, and when I left North Carolina, my dad said, if you get a scholarship at Minnesota, you know, hey, go for it. And a lot of people said, no, don't do that. You know, you'll become a number up there. You can't make it up there. And my dad had that positive attitude about it. And I tell these guys all the time, and people and African-American kids all the time, hey, go to school, get your education. You know, learn everything you can. You know, mind your parents.
Mr. Bell, we really respect you. You've had you're a patriot, and you've had a great career in both sports and business, and we really thank you for talking with us tonight.
Well, thank you, Bill.
We come right